Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back rounding off the final day of a 3-day weekend of poker. We are at the Speedway Event Center, rounding off our championship weekend, rather, for our bounty tournament. It was a $200 buy-in, $100 to the bounty, $100 to the prize pool. Currently, we are down to, I believe, 16 players, so we're almost on to our final table. We are going to introduce our players. My name is Brian of the Dakota Poker Tour. Thank you for tuning in. Seat 2, top left of your screen, Weston Wells of Bismarck, 104,000 in chips. Seat 3, he's not there yet. I think he's. We just got back from a break, so he'll be sitting down any second. He's back. Dirk Gertis of West Fargo, 48K in chips. He's again outside of I said West Fargo. And then seat 4 on the button, Bob Silskar of Mayville. He's going to be starting as our second in chips, 176,000. Seat 5, Pho Trong, 113,000. He is out of Moorhead, Minnesota. Seat 8, Michael Hlebacek, 136,000 out of Fargo. And rounding off our table, great to see him back on the felt and feature table, rather, but Robert Urbach, 252,000 in chips out of East Grand Forks. He is our chip leader at the table. Last night, late into the night, about 1:40, I think it was, a.m., we crowned our champion of the night, Mr. Posh. Big win last night, taking home $10,145. Brad Posh of Wapaton taking down Niles Short, heads up. Michael Hlebacek all in a call from Pho. Battle of the blinds here. Ace Queen versus nines. Nice little coin flip. Flop comes 4-7 king, 2 diamonds. Michael's going to need runner diamond, an ace or a queen, and he gets a queen on the turn. He needs to dodge a 9, and oh man, Pho is eliminated. Chips being pushed into Michael's chip stack in front of him. So all those black chips on the table, those are the bounty chips. So Pho is at least going. He's probably made like I think he had 4 or 5 chips in front of him. So I don't think we're in the money quite yet. But that's the beauty of a bounty tournament, is you do not have to be in the money in order to make money here today. So we're now down to 12 players. I heard an all-in and a call on another table. We are paying out the top 9 today. Top prize, $4,380 at the bottom once we make final table. All players are guaranteed to make a minimum of $480. And of course, the prize pool is on top of what they may have earned in the, what's going on here? In the bounties. Weston Wells is going to go all in for 104,000. Our blinds are at 8, 16, 16. So it does cost 40,000 in chips to finance one orbit around the table. Weston is certainly in a position where he does need to double up. Did have a total of 90 players registering today, starting at noon. Buyin was $200 for 15K in chips, plus the bounty. Total or full add-on for 300 would get you another 15K in chips. So definitely worth it to buy in for the full amount. See some folds around to Rob. Was really cool to be able to sit in the booth with Rob last night. I understand poker enough. I can commentate on it, but I don't have the deep analytics that a person such as Rob, who is a true student of the game, has. So a lot of really good insight last night from Rob. Also want to thank the Roughrider Poker Tour for making the trek from Bismarck to help run the tournament. So thank you to Jerry Sorrels and his crew. I'm sure everyone that's watching is familiar with said crew. You see Dirk has 6 chips in front of him. Oh, Robert's going all in. 228,000. Pretty big jam. What is he, around probably 15 big blinds? Dirk would be all in to call here, so Robert just trying to, basically steal 32K in chips from Dirk. I want to thank the Speedway Event Center for opening up the doors to all these poker players, letting us set up a pretty big production. Feeding all the players as well. Provided a pasta bar last night, and today fed the players burgers. All right, so Dirk certainly does not have 24K in chips. One of those yellows alone is worth 25,000, so we're going to need to get an updated chip count from Dirk. For the sake of the graphics team, let's hope that Dirk just wins this, then we can correctly count up these chips. 1, 2, 3. He's probably going to be well up above that 400,000 range is my best guesstimate. If each one of those stacks of blues is 100K, he's got 3 of those. There's 300. He's got at least, from what I can see, 4 or 5 yellows. That's another 100K. So Dirk, not our short stack at the table. Bob in the small blind with pocket eights. 420, 440, 455, probably 465 or so. Bob will go all in for 144,000. Michael Labachuk looking down at pocket tens. It's kind of a tricky situation there. Yeah, 144,000 in Bob's stack. It's enough to where if you lose this, chunks you pretty good. But I do think I see a call. Yeah, so Michael's going to call with his pocket tens. Bob Silsgar pocket eights. Michael has Bob fairly dominated right now, 80-20. So Bob's going to need to catch eights on the flop. Turn river. 7, okay. Double gutter with the 4 out there. Clubs won't help him. All right, he needs to catch an 8 and an 8 only on the river. And a 6 on the river. Michael Labachuk eliminates Bob Silsgar, the professor, from the tournament. I think we are final tabled. I think that means we're going to take probably a 10-minute break. We're going to redraw for seats, get chip counts again so we're accurate, add the other 4 or 5 players to our table. We'll see you guys on the other side of the break. We are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and poker fans across the world. We are final tabled on our rounding off our championship weekend with our $200 bounty tournament. Whittled down to 9 players already. To my left, Arlie Brandvold. I'm sorry to interrupt. Oh, actually, let me ask this question first. Who here thinks they're going to win here tonight? Little over 4,000. Bossum. Okay, Bossum's going to win. To my left, Arlie Brandvold. What are you going to do if you win tonight?
Probably go to Disneyland.
He's going to Disneyland. That haven't heard that one in a while, so thank you, Arlie, and we'll hold you to it. Weston Wells to my right. What are you going to do with the winnings? A little over $4,000.
Roll it into the series in Vegas.
All right, a true poker player and fan at heart. So we're going to call Randy into the box. I'll see you guys in the booth. Randy, you ready? He's always ready. And we are back. Made it back to that little commentary booth we got set up. There is quite a storyline brewing with our leaderboard. Last night, Brad Posh, excuse me, taking the outright lead, winning over $10,000. Right behind him is Mark Duffner. I think it was around 99 or 9,800. Second place, though. Down to fourth place. Bassem Habib, 9,190 points. Seeing that there are no other players. Well, let's get to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of our players. As I said, seat 1, Arlie Brandvold of Carrington, 216,000. He has accumulated 1 bounty chip today. Seat 2, Awesome Bossum of Moorhead, 100K, and he's moving all in. He did accumulate 4 bounty chips thus far. David Beadle of Mowbridge, I believe that is a second final table in a row for him. 320,000. He has 4 bounty chips accumulated. Bossum will just get folds. Seat 4, Don Drummond. Final tabling 2 days in a row as well. He's accumulated 5 bounty chips and has a chip stack of 668,000. Seat 5 joined me in the booth last night. Robert Urbach of East Grand Forks. He's got 2 bounty chips in front of him. He's got 252,000 in chips. Seat 6 to Robert's left, Nick Boyum of Monoman. He's got 60K, our short stack at the table. However, he's making some money on those bounties. 6 chips in front of him. Seat 7, Michael Hlebachuk of Fargo, 385,000, just taking out Bob Silskar in 10th place, bringing us to our final table. Seat 8, Dirk Gertis was on the stream last night. It was not final table, but 463,000, also raking in 6 bounty chips. Rounding off our table, he's all in. Weston Wells of Bismarck, 144,000 in chips, and 4 bounties collected. We do have our payouts here. I wonder. So Brad Posh is, oh boy, he does have 12,000 points. Bossum, 12,315 points. There's our payouts. Bossum needs to cash in 4th place or better in order to beat Brad Posh in the leaderboard. Bossum with second shortest stack, 100K on the table. We'll see if he can make a charge here. Just needs a double up, if not 2, and he's right in the running to take, a pretty good, either take the tournament down or place high enough, fourth or better, to beat Brad Posh. So very interesting little storyline there. We are going to be changing Bossum's name. No big deal. Awesome Bossum. Think he was born with that name. Pretty sure. I looked it up, Googled Awesome Bossum, and the first search that came up was he was in fact born with this name. You can Google it yourself right now. Blinds are at 8, 16, 16 still. 40,000 to finance away around the table. Again, this does round off a nice long winter, fall, spring of DPT poker events, all culminating into this very weekend. So we definitely want to thank all the players that have come out over the last 5 or 6 months, played in DPT tournaments, RPT tournaments. We do have 2 more events to officially round off this season. Will be Sunday, May 7th. Location to be determined. Should be around the Fargo area, though. We have our player appreciation free roll. All players are invited to that. Whether you just played once and busted first every time, or played many tournaments, busted first every time, or maybe took first, who knows? All you had to do was play in a DPT event this year, and you're invited to play in the free roll. Winner of that will receive a $1,500 poker package. On that same day, also the Tournament of Champions. So we'll have Brad Posh invited to that. Whole host of other winners. Try to get some of those winners pulled up. So Mike Estes was on this table at one point. I thought I saw his name somewhere. Mike Estes, though, taking down the Friday Night Turbo here at the Speedway. Buffalo City Showdown, Cordell Schroeder. He's invited to our DPT championship. We got Joel Clipping taking down the Eagle Eye Open. And Valley City, Mark Duffner's invited, taking down hole-in-one main event. Going back to our Fat Stacks tournament, Kyle Ryder is invited. Going out to Buckskin, Kenny Voigt, the man, the myth, the legend, invited to the Tournament of Champions. I believe our Super Satellite would also. Oh, no. I don't think that's invited for satellites. Go back to our Dead Money Open. Michael Arnold. That was at the M&J Saloon. Michael Arnold is invited to our Tournament of Champions. Going back to over the New Year's weekend, Eric Zietz taking down the RPT Casino State Championship main event. That was another co-sponsored event. Here we see a flop, Jack 8 Ace against Michael Laberchuk's King 6 Runner, flush draw. Nick Boyum does catch middle pair. Does go on. Michael priced in 28K to go. I mean, come on. That's a no-brainer call. Michael's going to need to catch runner. Spade won't happen. Needs a king and a king only, I believe. And a 3 on the river. Nick Boyum will double up. Much needed double up. Getting back to who else is invited or into that Tournament of Champions. Going back to our Poker Brat Bounty Tournament at the Windbreak. Joshua Lansdorf invited for that. And then at the beginning of the winter, taking down the Monster Stack main event, Basim Habib. He's on this table. That's what put him in the position he's at with, on top of the leaderboard, sitting in 4th place. We'll also include our winner at the Castleton Vets Deep Stack Tournament, Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill is invited to the Tournament of Champions. Arlie Brandvold picking up a couple of Cowboys. Under the gun +1. He'll raise to 47,000. Fold around to Nick Boyum. He'll fold. Michael Labachuk looking down at ace-8 suited. It's kind of a 50-50. You could call, you might not. In this situation, he is in the small blind, so it's not like he's super priced in. So that's a good fold. We'll probably we might see a defend from Dirk. 31K to go. He's got a lot of chips behind. He'll fold. Everyone avoids massive hand from Arlie. Another player that is invited to that Tournament of Champions, Dustin Huber, winning the Mandan Eagles Deep Stack event. And then I believe this goes all the way back to sometime last year at the Season 22-23 kickoff tournament. Alfred Castellanos at Haggie's Bar and Grill in Mapleton. First winner of the DPT season. Also invited to our Tournament of Champions. Prize pool again, $14,760. Winnings, or rather our top prize today, $4,380. Don Drummond will call for $16K. Robert's going to fold. Nick will fold. Michael Labachuk. Probably consider putting in a raise here. It looks like 75,000. Make it 75,000 on the button, putting pressure on Dirk and Weston. Dirk will fold his King-8 suited, and Weston will fold his 10-9 suited. Action on Don Drummond, who will also fold, and Michael Labachuk with a nice pre-flop raise. We'll scoop in a little pot there without having to do much other than just putting chips in the middle. Good and strong position play. Definitely want to thank all of the dealers that came out to help throw the cards at players throughout the year and all the years, but it's many, a lot of the dealers don't just deal for DPT, they're RPT 701, so it is oftentimes every weekend they're out there throwing cards in the air, so definitely a huge thank to our dealers. David Beadle will raise to $45,000. 45 to call from Rob. He'll fold. Yeah, I could say interesting fold there from Rob, but I'm sure Rob would have a whole reason, many reasons why he folded in that position. I think it's maybe because he was out of position. And if he runs this back and watches it over, I'm sure he can tell me that I'm wrong and this is why he actually folded. But I'm going to say the main reason why he folded that was a little bit being out of position. I'm going to stick to my guns there. Dirk will call. Maybe sensing a high pocket pair or something stronger than ace-jack. Arlie folds. Have 2 to the flop. Flop comes deuce, 10, king, all diamonds. I think the less than 1% is going to be if David Beadle would somehow spike the queen in the 9 of diamonds on the turn in river to make a straight flush over Dirk's ace or royal flush. It would be. Definitely want to thank the production crew and tournament staff, Dana, Brooklighter. He's not going to love that I call him out too, Goose. Thank you so much for all the work you put in for the DPT. And Jared Miedenwald, being the men behind the curtain. Oh, a queen of diamonds does come on the river. Wow. Just a little tease there. But thanks to the production crew as well for the countless hours put in to make these events so successful and such a great experience for the players. Oh, okay. David Beadle just got eliminated. I didn't even catch that. I don't know why. I am lost in thoughts on thanking people. So David Beadle eliminated in 9th place. First player out on this feature table. Chips going to our chip leader, Dirk Gertis. Adding more and more to that chip lead and to that chip stack. We're going to give Randy Bobanders a break. Beloved dealer of probably every poker player in the state of North Dakota. Going to bring in Melissa. Top-notch dealer. Did tell her, if you are dealing on the final or feature table and we're streaming, though, there will be, will not hold back. If there's a misdeal, I haven't even seen one in a long time. It's because our dealers are so doggone good. I know when I deal, every now and then there's a card that flips up, catches a little wind draft, and over it goes. And that's why I get to be behind the commentary booth and not dealing on a final table. So Weston will bet and Bossum will fold, getting a little bit less in his chip stack. And with that knockout of David Beadle, Dirk Gertis adds another chip, bounty chip, to his stack. He's now up to 7. Yeah, so there is David Beadle might have forgot to toss his chip in there. It might have just been in his pocket. Honest mistake. But Dirk is like, hey, I had 6 to start with. I just knocked a player out. I should have another hundo in my pocket. Do have some commotion in the building, and that's just a Survivor tournament going on in the background, which helps a little bit with. We have an all-in here. Weston Wells, pocket 10s in the cutoff. Arlie Brandwald will go all-in as well. Try to isolate that. See folds from Bossum and Don. I think that means we're heads up. Everyone else folded. Could see another elimination here. Weston Wells at risk. Basically, virtually a coin flip. There it is. 9, 10, 8. Flopped trips. I think that on the Turner River, there it is. A spade for the ace-high flush. Weston needed the board to pair for a full house. Does not get it. Weston Wells eliminated in 8th place. He'll be taking home $620. Bossum ever so slowly creeping up to that 4th place position potentially, or with every elimination that he's not out, the odds are of him finishing 4th or higher goes up. Obviously, as the short stack, not in a comfortable position. He's at the point in the tournament where in every player, every poker player in the history of poker, when you're short stacked at the table and you have to go all in, coin flip at best. Most situations, unless you land a real nice high pocket pair, going all in the short stack. But Bossum on the button, he did survive the blinds. He's going to have to make a move within the next few hands before the blinds reach him again. Bossum has a high card in his holding right now. I'm going to say he probably shoves, and blinds did go up to 10, 20, 20. 9-6 suited on the button. He's going all in. He's going to try to scoop those blinds and antes. Let's hope Rob doesn't have a halfway decent. Yeah, he's going to call with that. He's probably going to call with that. Just going to ask for a count. With Rob having 192 in his stack, this would be between a half and 2/3 of his stack if he were to call. If Bossum were to double up off of Rob, Rob would be severely crippled. So 77,000 total. Bossum's all in for. And we do see the call. Possum, I'm going to call him pretty far behind, but he's going to need to see a 9 or 6 as the graphics come in. I think we're having minor connectivity issues, but 8, King 10. 9 outs for Possum. Does not want to see diamonds. King and diamond on the river, or on the turn. In the river, a 7. Possum. River's a straight doubles up off Robert Urbach. Yeah, we're going to fix Rob's name. So sorry. He even said before his name was incorrectly written on his player card before we started the stream. Kind of jokingly, you guys are going to spell my name right? Absolutely. I know how to spell it, but it got a little lost in translation, so... We'll get it right someday, Rob. Possum Queen 3 has a little bit of room to breathe. A little. 50K to finance one orbit around the table. Possum sitting at 200,000. He can maybe afford once, but Rob's going to have to just shove all in here. Almost no matter what he has. He's just going to hope Nick Boyum does not have halfway decent hand, but he is going to make the call. He's got an ace. So we got King 9 suited versus Ace 5. Actually, Rob has Nick covered. He'll have 15 behind if Nick holds on. I see Ace 8, 8 on the flop. Unbelievable. Rob's going to need runner, spade. Oh, we might have had an issue. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Melissa. We're going to get this sorted out. Oh, no. Okay, we're just getting things sorted out. We missed a burn card. I personally don't know how you rectify this situation. Okay, the ace was the burn card. Oh my god, so 3 8s actually come out on the flop. A 9 on the turn and a 9 on the river. Okay. So it comes out 3 8s, 9, and I think another 9. Unbelievable. I mean, thank God it wasn't a misdeal, but the oopsie from Melissa... thankfully, she caught it. We'd rather this is all right than not. But if anything, it's extremely unfortunate. The ace was the one card that was the burn card. So Rob Urbach knocking out Nick Boyum in 7th place. Nick's going to take home $800. Next player to go out will take home a cool 1,000. Unbelievable. You want to tell me there's no drama in poker? Well, you come right to this stream and you watch it unfold in front of your eyes. So there's more poker to be played. Bossum's going to go all in, King 8 offsuit. Blinds are up high enough where anything around that 200,000 mark, that's 10 bigs, it's all in or nothing. Michael Labachuk's going to ask for a count. He's got 353,000. Michael's just going to fold. Yeah, it's not worth risking 2/3 of your stack to maybe win. Queen in that situation is not confident enough to call with maybe Queen Jack or definitely pocket queens. So Bossum staying alive. Yeah. What a fun time thus far here on our final table action on the Dakota Poker Tour Championship weekend. If you want to play in some DPT events, last opportunity, as long as you played in a DPT event this season, Sunday, May 7th, player appreciation free roll, location to be determined. Also Tournament of Champions that night. And if you can't wait till Sunday, May 7th, you can always travel out to Billings, Montana next weekend for the RPT Montana State Championship. Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Robert Urbach, all in. There, we got his name right. Every time Goose flips that camera on me, it's always a complete surprise. And, oh, there I am. But happy little surprises. I'm going to take a page out of Bob Ross's book there. Dirk Curtis, chip leader, 803,000. I don't know if this is just a call. Like, kind of have to do it. He knows Rob's pretty short stacked. It's all in or nothing. He calls. He makes the call, and Robert's going to be ecstatic in the time being to know he also has ace higher kicker. Rob's going to want to see no eights on the flop and all diamonds. Queen 6-3. Not a very well connected board. 5 on the turn. Needs to avoid an 8 and an 8 only. Oh, I think we had a goof there. Hopefully not another burn. Oopsie daisy. Pretty sure that means Robert Urbach will win that hand. He's going to double up off the chip leader. That's the person you want to double up on. Pretty much if you're anyone at the table. Dirk had a 800K in his stack. He's now going to be around that 600K mark. Robert Urbach will be around 400,000. So much needed double up. Sit a little bit more comfortable. Bossum 244. In his stack, he'll fold. Don will fold. Michael Labachuk will raise to 75,000. And then with same hand, suited hand, Dirk will fold. That's how you play in position there, Michael Labachuk. Nice bet there. Steal some blinds and antes. It's kind of borderline maybe, unless it is just completely in the realm that anytime you steal blinds and antes from players, it is a significant chunk of their stack. Significant enough. I'd say we go up one more blind level, and that will surely be the case. Who you calling Shirley, bud? Don will fold. Robert's going to fold. Michael will fold. Dirk will probably fold here, unless he does something crazy like raise on the button, try to steal those blinds and antes. I do believe Bossum is our big blind. Yeah, he's making a stab at it. Okay, little bluff. Raise it up to 75,000. Trying to get some easy folds. Early Brandvold in the small blind. He'll fold Bossum, 55K to call. He'll also fold. So 7-4 offsuit. Bluffs on the button to steal the blinds and antes. Fortunately, Rob's head is in the way of Bossum's head. I don't know if it matters because Bossum is playing turtle right now. I think he just kind of shrinks into his own world and he's all in. Bossum's all in. That was a snap fold from Don, so Bossum will take the blinds, big blind and the big blind ante back into his chip stack. Just lost it on when he was just the big blind, so now Bossum on the button. Blinds will be up in probably next hand, depending how fast we fold here. Michael will fold first to act over to Dirk. Dirk will certainly fold this hand. Over to Arlie Brandvold sitting on a couple of ladies. He's going to raise it up here probably to 80,000. 985. Could be like 84 if he's trying to be cheeky with it. Raise to 60. I was way off. Bossum might shove here. No, okay, good fold. We'll see fold, and ladies will pick up the blinds and antes. Certainly would love to get paid on that, but you also don't want to get jammed on, you kind of forced to call with queens. see someone has an ace and then they hit it on flop turn or river, and now those ladies ain't looking so good no more. Blinds are up 15, 30, 30,000. I want to thank Cast Clay Wireless for probably the most critical component of our entire live stream setup. We have basically an internet box that plugs into the wall. All you need is power, and it gives you amazing speeds. Also, this tournament is sponsored by the West Fargo Rural Fire Department. Bossum's all in, though. Don folds. We'll see if Rob has anything worth calling with on the small blind. He's going to fold. Michael. Do have a lively Survivor tournament going on. But West Fargo Rural Fire Department, all the proceeds of this tournament going to that charity. Does a lot of work for the community, having a fire extinguisher give out events at the bars, also supporting other fire departments in the area, also being able to reap the benefits for the West Fargo Rural Fire Department itself. Always love to see the impacts that are made on communities both big and small in North Dakota through charitable gaming. Arlie raises, everyone else folds. Had a nice long weekend of poker. We're going to be rounding it off with this final tournament. Friday night was our turbo night. Had the pleasure of playing in that one. Was not live streamed, but Mike Estes pulls out a first place win there, taking home $4,270. And last night, if you didn't tune in, you missed it. Brad Posh taking down a $10,145 first place win over Niles Short. Took home $6,640. Dave Berger took third place, 4,280 points. That concluded in the wee hours of the night, about 1:30, 1:40 a.m. In the conversation was, if this goes into 2 a.m., we would have had to bag the chips and resume this morning. So Bossum raises to 75,000. Rob calls. Mike Labachuk in a little bit of a position here. He's going to ask for a count, I think, or at least to see Bossum's chip stack. Could jam here. Could just call. It's only 45,000 more. Okay, he'll fold. Arlie will fold as well, so Bossum and Rob will go heads up on the flop. Robert, nice advantage with his ace-jack, and Bossum flops two pair. Let's see what Bossum does here. If he checks, I think Robert bets. And I don't know if Bossum flats or if he's... Okay, good. Bossum's going to bet. think this is going to open the door to either a call or a raise by Rob. Top pair, good kicker, all in. Boston's going to snap call. Oh, no. Bossum has Rob covered by $40K. Rob's going to need to see a jack. It's going to be a massive... Oh, my God, and a jack on the turn. 2 outer. Needs to hit a 9 on the river. And a 5 on the river. Rob Urbach survives an all-in in a double-up. Bossum might have $40K left. And I think he's in the big blind next. If that is the situation. Oh, man. So, graphics were perhaps a slight bit off. Bassem Habib will be eliminated in 5th place. 6th place. Wow. Insane. Obviously a snap call from Bossum. Flopping 2 pair. Disgusting run out. So Bossum, 5th place, 1,180 points. You do get points for buying in. If anything, it's going to be very tight at the top. Brad Posh did play today, so if he bought in for the full amount, which knowing he just won 10K last night, I think he can afford it. Bossum buys in for the full amount, basically a wash on the points. So as it sits, Brad Posh will be sitting still on top of the leaderboard and most likely will be our DPT season 22 to 23 champion. Be our player of the year. Without doing anything else today, Brad would take home a $1,500 poker package. Of course, we'll have to see what the final tally is. Just as we thought, Bossum had $40K left in his stack. Rob actually did have him covered. And so we thought he was still alive. He was not. We think Brad Posh will be in the number 1 spot, but he might not. I also don't know. I'd have to get confirmation on this. If the bounties you've won will count towards the points. If that's the case, Brad knocks out 1, maybe 2 people. Bossum might overtake him simply by how many bounties he's won today. Yes, so I'm just getting confirmation from Dana. Bounties won will count, which I assumed was going to be the case. Bounties won will count towards your points. If Bossum knocked enough people out of this tournament to overcome the deficit from Brad Posh, including, he just won about $1,000 some by taking 5th place, 1,180. Let me make sure. Boston will take home a cool 1,000. He was about 1,400 behind. If he busted enough people to overcome that 300-400 point deficit, Boston would be our DPT champion. We won't know until we tally it all up at the end. I had to find my laptop. Yep, no phones at the table. Sorry, Don. If you need to use your phone on the final table, you will have to step away. Give them a warning. Second infraction. Massive fines. It's just big fines, that's all. I'll pull up the laptop so we can do some quick calculations. Okay, so Boston already is updated. This is a true testament of a good back end and an updated website. DakotaPokerTour.com. Bossum is in rank 2. I believe this will mean Bossum will be finishing second place. Brad Posh, with a massive win last night, will be our DPT season 22-23 champion. So congratulations, Brad. A little bit of a sweat with Bossum. Dirk Gertis picking up pocket aces in the small blind. I think they call that the small blind special. Dirk's all in. No, he's just protecting his cards. So he'll raise it up, though. 75. Arlie Brandwald in the big blind. 45K to call. Let's see if he's all in. Instant call. Holy smokes. Arlie will be eliminated if he cannot catch a bunch of 9s. And I mean a lot. There's a 2-outer. 9 on the flop. Needs a 9 and a 9 only on the river. And a 5 on the river. Dirk Gertis gets the check mark. Arlie Brandwald eliminated in 5th place. $1,180. Nice run, Arlie. You can go home and tell the story about how you ran into aces. Dirk Gertis. Wow, up over $1 million in chips, and he's got a freaking stack of bounties. Let me see if I can count them. His hands are in the way. I'm going to say he's got about 10 bounties on him. So on top of the winnings, Dirk accumulating more and more adding to that total. Let's see if we can find out where Dirk may be sitting in the leaderboard, just to be sure. So Dirk with 2,000 points, he would have to take first, second, third, and fourth place if he would want to be in the running for the DPT champion. However, if Rob Urbach, I think it's impossible. Rob's sitting in 14th place, 6,175 points. Got rid of my calculator. Let's do some quick tabulations. $10,555 plus bounties is the most Rob could place, and he's going to need to get an additional 2K behind in order to jump the leaders. So Rob, interesting storyline, would have to take first and second place in order to be the outright leader. DPT championship. Odds of that happening, I mean, I got to say 99% not happening. There's always a chance. Dirk Curtis flopping trips. A 4 on the turn gives him a full house. If you're Dirk, you are hoping Don has a good flush draw. Don reaching for chips will bet 80,000. Don't shove. I think a good raise. A raise here is going to be even like a min raise. Dirk has got to be thinking max extraction. You hope he has an ace in his hand. He is all in. Dirk Gertis, it is not fall. It's not hunting season. Chill out on those bounty hunters, man. But Dirk Gertis taking home a nice pot. He's going to be well over $1 million. I want to say Dirk has 8 bounties. The one does not count. That's his. I think he's accumulated 8 bounties today. Ain't bad. That's $100 a piece. That's an additional 800 on top of whatever he wins today. Next player to go out, $1,470. Don Drummond will call for 15K more. Rob will probably raise. Yeah, Rob will raise to total of 80, and he'll expose his jacks. Little indecent exposure from Mr. Urbach. So Dirk in a commanding lead today on our final table. Let's see if he can run that all the way down to the end. Donald Drummond, 34th place currently, sitting at 4,270 points. Mathematically, no chance. This one for sure is 100% no chance that he can win Player of the Year. Mike Chlebacek, ranked 125th with 1,550 points. I do believe he got all of his points from cashing on Friday night. Yeah, he took 5th place on Friday for the Friday Night Turbo, taking home $1,150. Great weekend for Mike. 2 final tables. He's going to be taking home minimum about $2,500. Minimum. If you want to check out all these stats, you can look up everything I'm talking about. DakotaPokerTour.com. Click on live updates. You can see exactly how many players remain. We had 90 players registered today. We're down to 4. Average chip stack is 652,000. Click on payouts. You can see exactly how the payout structures are, where we're at. You can see all of our upcoming events. Michael Labachuk looking down at ace deuce suited on the button. I could see a raise here. I think he makes it 100. Another great partner of the DPT is the Free Poker Network. It is a free-to-play bar league nationwide. We will very frequently, if not every tournament DPT has, you will find participating nearby venues that will offer as a prize for winning that particular league night, generally the week before the tournament, a free buy-in into the following weekend's tournaments. So it is entirely possible, and it has happened, that a player can theoretically free roll their way into winning big money. Actually, yesterday, this player reminded me he did exactly that in Southgate Casino up north in Grand Forks. He's sitting at the table, Rob Urbach, last year, I believe it was last year, won a free seat at the league, at the Southgate Casino, won his seat, and ended up taking first place. See if I can pull up some quick stats on that. Oh, sounds like we do have a break coming up. Rob will put out a bet of 30,000. Rob will call with a gut shot. King on the turn. See a check from Don and a bet on the turn. So with that, that's going to do it for right now. We're going to take a quick 5-10 minute break. Looks like we're going to do some chip stack management for Dirk. He's got lots of stacks. We're going to see you guys all after the break. Stay tuned. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't have the mic on. I did a whole spiel. Now I can't do it again because it's not natural. But we're four-handed. We will see a winner. Hopefully here. I think blinds have gone up. To what, you might ask? I forgot to look. How about that? I think it was 15-30-30. It might be 20-40-40 now. Just trying to find that win from Rob at Southgate Casino. You're going to have to go pretty far back in time, I think. It is a lot earlier than I remembered. Now, our news goes back just to 2022. And I don't think... Oh, we can view the old website from DakotaPokerTour.com. Graphics, please. Looks like we have an all-in and a call. Unfortunately, we're having small issues with the graphics, but looks like Don Drummond went all-in with an ace. Ace low kicker, and Michael Labachuk is... I don't know. Mike will call... Did he... Oh, Rob Urbach was all in. So Mike Labachuk will double up off of Rob. Obviously was not a good run out for Rob. Good run out for Mike. On break, I admittingly fill up on chocolate chip cookies and potato chips. Solid diet, if you ask me. So it might have to get a recount on the chips. Hopefully it was just a card error on the graphics and we have accurate chip counts. Don will go all in for what appears to be like 240. Yeah. Good guess. Rob will fold. Mike will fold. Dirk up over 1.2 million. He'll fold as well. So chip counts may be slightly off or massively off for Rob and Mike. Dirk in the small blind will raise to 200,000. And a fold from Don. Yeah, you really just can't find a call with 9 deuce offsuit ever. Yeah, I think it's 20, 40, 40 now is our blind level. So it costs $100K to finance one full trip around the table, which happens real quick when you're four-handed. Puts a lot of pressure on the short stacks to jam, get a call, hope you double up, or jam, everyone folds. You steal some blinds and antes, which add large percentages to those short stacks. I think Don is definitely our shortest. Rob might be in the 200,000 range. Michael might be in the 400,000 to 600,000 range, give or take 100,000 or 200,000. Rob will call. Okay. So we'll see a flop heads up. Flop comes 10-6-3. Turk flops a gut shot. Rob will check. Turk will bet 200,000. Rob will fold. In case you're wondering, if you do hear the background noise, we did not open up a daycare in the Speedway Event Center today. That is our Ruckus Survivor Tournament. Real good cast of players over there. Probably our most lively and colorful players. It's maybe the better way to describe. Dirk waking up to a monster under the gun. 40K to call. Definitely being the chip leader, you're going to want to put pressure on the rest of the table with a raise here. Not all in, just the chip protect. Looking for sizing here. Probably 3x. Makes it 115. Fold around to Mike. Ace queen. This could be bad. This could be real bad. Yeah, Michael says all in. And I do think Dirk calls. Yep, we've got a call. The classic ace king versus ace queen all in. Ace queen at risk. Michael Labid checks. Tournament life at risk. He's going to want to see a lot of diamonds or queens. A lot of diamonds or queens. Put the... Ooh, okay. 7-5 jack. All blanks for Michael. No more flush. He's going to need a one outer as one queen is burnt in the deck. Looking for the one outer. Queen on the river. Based on the reaction, Michael Labachuk eliminated in 4th place. Great tournament, Mike. Happy to have you out here. Happy to get you on the live stream. Mike, I believe, 99% confident. Owner of the Windbreak Bar here in Fargo. Allows us to host the Poker Brat tournament over at the Windbreak. That's usually one of the first events of the season. Mike Labachuk will be taking home $2,060 in his... Oh, sorry. $1,470 in his efforts here tonight. lost my sheet of paper. So we are now three-handed. Don Drummond, Robert Urbach, and Dirk Gerdes. We're representing three main cities on the east side of North Dakota. Actually, two Minnesotans represent here. We've got a... Nope, sorry, I got that all mixed up. Just one. Don Drummond of Fargo, Dirk Gerdes of West Fargo. We got Battle of the Borders, and Rob from East Grand Forks, not to be mistaken for North or South or West Grand Forks. Rob will just raise to 85,000 in this position. Dirk with pocket nines will go all in. Rob just not feeling like risking his entire tournament life on Jack King offsuit. Rob, is this deja vu? Rob's all in, and we do see a call from Dirk. Rob's tournament life at risk is behind 5 Queen 5. Looking for 6 outs. Kings or jacks. Turns an ace. Oh, we got more outs now, though. 12 total. Need to see a diamond on the river, and we do not. Dirk Gerdes eliminates Rob Urbach in 3rd place. Wow, so Rob will be eliminated in 3rd place. He'll be taking home $2,060. Dirk Gerdes gets quite a bit richer. And then there were 2. Dirk Gerdes versus Don Drummond. Don's all in. This could be a quick one. Nope. And a call. All in and a call. Dirk just amassing a massive stack of bounty chips. A jack on the flop. Need to see an ace. Need to see an ace. Ace on the river. Otherwise, this is over, folks. And a king on the river secures it. No, it doesn't. Whoops, I had them all mixed around. Unbelievable. Don Drummond survives. Doubles up off Dirk Gerdes. I completely had those hands mixed around. Don Drummond will double up off the chip leader, and Don's chip stack looks small. I'm not sure if Dirk is overcompensating with such a large chip stack. In his stack of cranberry chips alone, those are worth $100,000. He could probably call off Don twice on 2 more all-ins. 2.1 million versus 440. You definitely want to avoid doubling up Dirk or Don twice. Very quickly gets expensive. I think. So Dirk raises to 150. Don will call for 110 more. Easy call. Flop comes 449. I don't know. I check. That's probably the safest option. Dirk will shove all in, and Don will fold. And welcoming to the booth. Let's make sure he's turned on. Rob Urbach. How's it going, bud?
Good enough.
Good enough. Well, it's a final table on a 3-day weekend of poker. Did come away with third place.
Yep.
Yeah, just it's how the cards ran.
Yeah, it did okay.
Yeah.
The last 4 or 5 hands didn't go that well. But
No, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, and we.
what did he have when I folded King Jack the hand before?
I believe he also had King Jack.
Okay.
You had him suited. He did not, if I remember.
No, I wouldn't have folded if they were suited. He probably had suited.
Yeah, that could have been it.
So it didn't matter that much then.
Oh, let's get you a little bit.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I have him off.
Hello.
We'll get him in there.
Hello.
So yeah, heads up, Don Drummond, Dirk Gerdes. How was your tournament today overall? Pretty lively. You had 90 players. Was it just run good the whole time? Any moments stand out in your head?
No, I just had a hand earlier where I had kings and someone shoved with ace queen, and I held. Didn't have that many chips still. Maybe there was like 30 or 40 players left.
Oh.
And I won a couple hands and got up to 100 and just hung around.
Yeah, good deal. You can never be, of course, everyone's always gunning for first place, but can never be upset with a profit on the day. Did you knock out a lot of people in the bounty tournament?
I had 4 bounties.
Okay.
I had $2,400.
You see the stack of Dirk's bounties is taller than Don's in total, all of his chips and the bounties. So Dirk,
Yeah, he's got a lot of chips.
yeah, Dirk is getting it done, and
He's running pretty good. That helps.
I think Don. I mean, no matter what, you just have to go all in. You're blinded every single
He
hand.
should probably just be putting it in every hand until he gets some chips. Dirk's probably going to last one hand.
Oh boy! So Queen 4 versus 7-4.
So huge favorite with Queen 4, but
Anything can happen. It's been.
I feel like it's still not working.
Flop comes at 9, ace 10. Jack on the turn. Let's see if Don can hold up against 7-4 offsuit. Is that a 4?
They both have a 4.
Okay, okay. I was getting quite worried there. I thought Dirk would have won with 7-4 offsuit. Yeah, so you were actually involved in that little misdeal, not quite misdeal, but just that oopsie with Melissa. What was going through your mind then?
Well, I knew what had happened right away, so I was just trying to let them figure it out and make sure they made the right decision. That's all.
Yeah.
Melissa knew what happened right away, and she knew which card was the burn card, so she knew right away. But
Yeah, what a way to add to the drama that the ace just happened to be the one card that was what. Who were you up against then?
I don't remember his name.
Could have been
Nick, maybe?
Nick Boyum.
Yep.
Yeah, it was against Nick Boyum.
Kind of felt bad for him, but at the same time, it was pretty. It felt bad for him. At the same time, it was pretty clear that what had happened. So, well, this could get interesting.
Oh.
I mean, Dirk's line with Jack Deuce. I imagine he has a better hand. I don't know what Don has. We can't tell, but
Not yet.
whatever he has, he should have decent equity against Jack Deuce. If he wins this hand, I mean, we're up to 20 bigs if he wins this hand, and then it gets interesting.
6-5.
5-6, so Jack Deuce is
Okay.
actually the best hand. It's almost a coin flip. 55-45.
So Dirk, if he holds up here, will be our winner. 10-4-8, queen on the
Picked up a gut shot. So he
7 or
needs 5,
5.
6, 7.
Okay.
Dirk is the winner.
Wow. So Dirk Gerdes will knock
Thanks for
out
letting me
Don
in.
Drummond. Yeah,
Go
thanks
talk
for
to
coming
them.
out here. Appreciate it. Don Drummond will be eliminated in second place, taking home $2,770. First place tonight on our bounty tournament, rounding off the DPT championship weekend. Dirk Gerdes of West Fargo, taking home $4,380. I'm pretty sure I already said that, plus all the bounties he's racked up. We're going to take a quick break, come back for our final interview of the night, wrap things up, and it's time for us to tear down. See you all on the other side. We're back here for our exit interview with our winner, Dirk Curtis. How's it feel?
Feels good. Feels good. Tired, but I'm excited.
You played Friday, Saturday, and today?
I did, yes.
Okay. And obviously the biggest cash of the weekend for you?
Yep. Covered the weekend, so I'm happy.
There you go. You came from West Fargo or Fargo?
West Fargo.
West Fargo. So you're in your backyard.
Yep.
Taking home, I believe, $42.80 on top of 11 bounties. Describe it, knocking that many players out of this tournament.
Well, as any poker player knows, man, when you finally get a run, you just got to go with it. And just timing. Took a couple bad beats. If you can call them bad beats, but it just fell in place, man. Finally.
Yeah. So massive cash here. Where does this rank on wins in your lifetime?
For a live tournament, it's my biggest. I've had some online cashes that are a little bigger, but this is definitely, for a live tournament, my biggest.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You got yourself a bounty trophy as well. Yeah. Nice fat stack of cash. And I believe you are invited to the DPT Tournament of Champions. That'll be May 7th, probably in town here. So we'll look forward to seeing you there as well. Congratulations, and thank you all for tuning in to our championship weekend. From everyone here at the Dakota Poker Tour, thank you for tuning in. Bye.